Welcome once again from the central commentary position. Have a look at this ground, the Grundermost Stadium here. It's Lakshmanan to get us going for the Lions. He starts with a no ball off the pitch. He literally bowls to his field. And if you're with us yesterday, you know that this pitch, it's a temporary pitch because the football ground here, still at the moment, he's very happy right now. Well, we thought Naresh might bring the power, and there's a sign of it. He goes bang, and he gets it away from the sweeper on the leg side boundary. 4 runs over number 2, and it's Akakel Ahmed who gets flicked away off the leg side. Just a little bit too straight from the bowler. And this is turning into a pretty good start for Vettingen. If it was a BG song, it would have been closer than close. Anyway, this one is up and it's travelling, and it is all the way. Maximo! And Naresh, we said he's built for power. He hasn't wasted too much time sprinting so far, but he has belted a couple of boundaries. This guy looks like he could do it as he launches this one, and this comes on even further. Back-to-back Maximos as Thangavadevil rolls the dice and comes up double sixes. Last ball the over. Uh-oh, that's trouble with a capital T as Naresh goes large again. Maximo! The second over goes magical. See the temperature drop. This is a nice looking straight drive, and he holds the pose. What a shot. Maximo! That one crashed into the grandstand.
Well, Canthalison finally gets it in the act, 6 off 11 prior to that delivery. And now he gets the maximum, maybe the shot of the morning though.
And this is up, it's in the air. Fielder should take it, and he will. Nice catch in these conditions. That's Kanishk Shah, the skipper, who is going to pick up the first wicket for the Lions in their ECN journey. And Vettingen finally lose one. Naresh, I think the batters are pretty comfortable because the ball is not really testing them upstairs. Good example there as that's lifted up over leg side. Maximo! There's 6 more, and Selvan again. This is hit straight down the ground. It's going to beat the fielder. It's been surprisingly quick, this outfield. I saw it yesterday. I know they gave it a bit of a haircut. Well, in the air, and it might be all over for Naresh, and he's gone. So they've caught pretty well the Lions. The 50s come up during this over, but the Lions have something to shout about. It's a fast-paced 30. And it will be the second wicket. It's 54 for 2.
Well, good contribution.
Yeah, for Salen. It's still been a decent over. This is lifted up. It's into a pocket of space. Tough one for the field. He won't get there. So 4 runs, and Akhtar getting into his work. Vettingen continue. All right, goes straight, goes long, goes strong. Maximo! Akhtar goes boom. And that's the end of the first 5 overs of the day. Had a bit of everything in there. It's 70 for 2 after 5. This is a thick edge. That's in a flyaway. It'll test the outfield. I think that goes for 4, and it does. So Akhtar swinging the bat. Super aggressive approach, but paying off for Vettingen. This is up, it's in the air, and it's going to be over the fence. Maximo! Selvan Agaya moves to 17. Vettingen, just 130's pace, and they've made the most. Another full toss. This is all wrists. He manoeuvres it over long on. Maximo! Vettingen quickly scoring, and it's getting out of control for the Lions. Being tamed at the moment. It's right now 11 minutes 40. As this is lifted up and out of the ground as well. Well, go and fetch it. Maximo! Akhtar 32 off 9. What a start to his ECN career.
What a start is right. Sensational stuff, to be honest.
Magical wrists, doesn't he? And now he's going to go again. That might be the best one so far. He just hops across and he flicks it dismissively. 6 more, and that brings up the 100 now for Vettingen. They're out of control. Uh-oh, more trouble. No fine leg, not that it would have mattered. And that one, I think it's gone just inside the boundary, but it does go supersonic now. But we'll get to that. Anyway, this is up, and that's 6 more. Into the gap, over the gap. Maximo! And this is some power hitting from Vettingen at the moment.
Carnage, chaos, use whatever adjective you would like, because
only halfway through this over. Wants to go again, and he does, and put this with the rest. Maximo! Selvan is going absolutely bonkers here. Really? All right. Oh, it's an inside edge, and the keeper couldn't get a dive on it. And that will dribble, and it's going to dribble into the rope. So, yeah, we'll check this one on the replay. But I'm sure there's an inside edge on this. If you get whacked a long way, for example, like this, because that is going, gone. Maximo! And Selvan Agam is going to bring up his 50, his first 50 in ECN cricket. Well, there's his 50, and there was no doubt as soon as I heard that off the bat that Akhtar does it. 19 balls as well for him. We got twins at the crease as Vettingen up and away in the first innings of the day, and isn't he happy about it? They bring up the 100 partnership. It's big pace, although it might be over now. He's having to back, but he will be gone. So Snail Joshi takes the catch in the last over. And Salonen breaks through. We thought he was the man, but 6 and out to start the 10th.
Really well judged.
All right, last ball. And he goes short again. And this is sick. You know what? If this is above the shoulder, it could be a no ball for the second bouncer in the over. So, yeah, it's dug in. Oh, see it on the way up.
Taking on a pacey bouncer, getting the hook in. You don't want to miss that, Vinny, but he didn't miss it. He smashed it for 6. It ended the innings basically the way it started, with an all-action setup. 165 on the board and a sensational start.
Yeah, now right now, you're watching two teams new to the network, Vettingen versus the Zurich Lions. The news so far. Anyway, here we go. 166 the target, and like the first innings, it's going to start with a no ball. He's off the edge of the pitch, and then Naresh is going to chase it down. No ball plus 1 by coming up, and a free hit, and just a very, very typical start to an innings.
And what a lovely way for Akash Wadwa to get his innings underway with the free hit.
But anyway, doesn't go to the boundary. This one does go to the skies. Difficult catch in these conditions. It's Akhtar having a good game, and he still is. What a catch. And he's loving it here in the ECS as Wadwa gets 2, then gets out. It's a great start with the ball for Vettingen. 4 for 1.
Well, what a catch in these conditions, to not only be able to judge your footwork to make sure you stay inside the rope, but to keep your foot in.
Oh, he throws the hands at this one, gets it high. This one's going a little bit further, I think, and it will just get over the line. 4 runs as Lyle gets off the mark. Looks like we'll get there. You never know, though. All right, well, that was a cracking hit. That was like a bullet out of a gun. Maximo! And I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of cricket. Don't judge it too early. And this is the risk. He's going to go right into the hitting zone outside the front hip of Lyle, who turns him around the corner for 4. Lions. And once again, just creating an angle that the batter's loving. In fact, that's gone all the way. Maximo! And Lal having a very good start. Ankush getting something he likes. Doesn't have to do too much. Just makes contact. Goes with the angle. Gets 6. Take ball background as well. Pretty common. Guess what? This is a little bit of ad nauseum here. They say insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It's the same again and again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sound the alarm, because it's a full-blown emergency now. Chakari's gone magical in 4 balls. This power play is just getting away from Vettingen. Now, inside half of the bat. This will probably run away, and it will get there just. So, Lakshmanan, again, wasn't particularly convincing. Getting across and going leg side. There's nobody back at square leg. Instead, he goes straight, he goes long, he goes strong, and this one is flying into the grandstand. Well, that's 2 rows back. Maximo as the 50 comes up for the Zurich Lions in the power play. Around the keeper, went too far. This one's going too far as Vettingen are concerned, and they are under attack as the Lions swing their way into the 60s. Breakthrough here. Had that one missed. This one isn't going to be caught by anyone. In fact, that's almost gone all the way. All right, this is a miss hit, and it's gone. So they do get the breakthrough. It's Lakshmanan that's going to have to go. He scores 24 of just 9. And it's Naresh who does get the breakthrough. Had one drop, now gets one caught. Lions lose the second, 69 for 2.
Well, how they needed it.
All right, once again, he takes it off the stumps, and that's gone all the way as well. Maximo. Well, this one was a worm burner. It barely left the ground, but it still went all the way for 6. Oh, well, this will go with the rest. No fielder out there, not that it would have mattered. As Ankush gets his 50, and I've noticed his teammates, they're loving the big koosh sound as that leaves the bat, and he has the Lions on target at the moment. 52 off 16 balls. Outside of Switzerland, do the right thing. Maybe have a piece of chocolate or a piece of cheese. Right now, it's a piece of cake for the fielder out there, and we saw one go down before. This time, no problem at all. Lifted up and away, so Daftari does get off the mark, but he doesn't last much longer. He goes for just a single. It's 88 for 3. Tossed up and skied. Well, this should be another one. The bowler calls for it. Jogan Thieren, and he takes it 2 in a row. It's a golden duck for Salonen. And suddenly we got a hat-trick opportunity. And like I said, the game can change really quickly. Just need a couple of wickets. They haven't got Ankush Lal, but they do get 2 at the start of this 6th over.
Here comes the free hit.
And he does hit it. Hits it really well. That's probably about 6 rows deep. Maximo! Ankush said he was going cold there with cobwebs growing on him at the non-strikers end, but he's back with the bang. 7 minutes to get through 2.5 overs, and this is going to be out of the ground as well. Well, can he bring it back from the beyond? Because Lyle swings his way into the 60s with another Maximo.
Brilliant batting. Outstanding ball striking once more. To be honest, it's into the slot.
Just 3 off 9 between them. This is kind of into the gap, and it's going to beat the field of 4 more. And it's going to be smacked away. Can't see this going. Oh, it's made me laugh. Well, yes. Short answer, yes. And that's why he doesn't want to run himself out. He said, I'm not going to sacrifice myself because I got a bat in my hands. I'm not afraid to use it. It's game on here in St. Gallen.
Very much, and you saw the difference between the two sides. Just 7 runs in the margin.
Oh, gets it again. It's not an easy shot to come out there. It's drifted up. He's saying, look, take me on. I'm challenging you. Shah's up to the challenge. Back-to-back sixes.
Well, what a finish we're in for. This is going all the way now, Vinny.
36 off 10 now. Goes up and over, and this will fly away. It'll go for 4. This is lifted up, and that's going to fly out of the ground as well. We'll mark that one in the scorecard as an 11, because I think it's 6 plus 5. They're going to have the penalty here. I'm sure they will. And the Lions catch a break, and they catch 6. Let's roll. And he could be gone here. And he is gone. It's full, it's straight, and it's Manika Vasaka who comes on in his first ball in ECN cricket. It's a huge wicket. Lyle goes for 75, and the worm turns. 149 for 5. Well, he probably will have to settle for 1 here. I think you would go for 2. And oh, with a slip. Now they think of it, and they're going to take 2, but he's going to have to hustle. He's going to be run out. It's going to be a golden 1 for Subramani. And strategically, I don't think the run helped him that much. But they decided to take it. They didn't have long to think about it. The fielder slips, but he slips onto his feet and ends up with a run out, 150 for 6.
Well, if this was intentional, it was genius from Gushlavan.
300 runs. And he's going to get something. I think that beats the fielder. It's 4. So the game stays alive. Shah's got to keep the strike as well. I'm running 2 here. You've got to run 2. And he should make it back, even if it means there's a run out the bowler's end. He will be run out. But I think that is smart play strategically, as Prakash is going to have to fall on his sword. And so 1 and a run out, 157 for 7. But it does, I suppose, make the equation slightly easier. Needs to find the fence. And he won't, but he's got to go for 2. And he's got to come back, any sort of good throw, and it's going to be all over, and I think it will be. And the keeper with a little bit of a flourish. He takes 1 bail, and Shah sent packing. Now they'll need an extra to keep the game alive, because it's 7 to tie. We'll go to the last ball, 158 for 8.
Well, Mahendra Singh Dhoni is here in spirit and style. Look at that, the delayed.
8 to win, just legal delivery required, and he gets it right. He knocks over the stumps, and Vettigan hold on. What a start today too. But you got to feel for the Lions. They fight so bravely, but the emotion is plain to see on a very proud day for all Swiss people. It's also a very red letter day for Swiss cricket, as the final score is counted. It's Vettigan 165, Zurich Lions 158.